My dear respected elders, brothers, mashallah, sisters, we completed Surah Tawbah and also Surah Yunus as well. I want to just go over one verse from Surah Tawbah, that's it. This is very important because this time of the year we give sadaqat, zakat, khairat, lillah. So especially regarding zakat, who can we give zakat to? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, the obligatory charity is only for the destitute and the really needy and those who collect it, and for those in whose hearts the love of Islam needs to be instilled, and to free slaves and debtors and in Allah's cause and traveler. This is decreed by Allah, and Allah is all-knowing, wise. So this applies only to zakat. So regarding these masarif of zakat, what do the ulama say under this verse in the books of tafsir? They say when you give charity, you're not doing a favor. It's the right, it's the haqq of the poor, they deserve it. Sadaqah is what we give for Allah. So the giver, he makes his claim. Sadaqah, you all know what sadaqah means, like Siddiq, Sadaqallahul Azim. What does this mean? Sadaqallahul Azim. What does this mean? Allah the greatest said the truth. Sadaqah. So sadaqah, what this means is the giver, he's making this claim that I'm true in my statement, in my actions. So this is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if you're giving sadaqah but you're not giving it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it's as if you haven't even given it. So this charity, who is it for? Is for the fuqara. Fuqara, faqir has nothing. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says it's for the miskin. Miskin is the one that has something but he has less than the threshold. Someone who has less than the threshold is healthy, can work, and strong. He can't beg. So you can give him zakah although. So after that, number 3 is عاملين عليها. Amilin are the workers for an Islamic government who collect zakat in Baytul Mal. So the money they get isn't actually sadaqah, it's in return for their services, even if they are rich. Imam Qurtubi, he said you can't get paid for any fard or wajib act that you perform, but you can get a wage for performing a fard kifaya act. So imamat, this comes in wajib ala al-kifaya too. So this is why imams, they get wages. Then number 4, وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُمْ مُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُمْ. So here we say that this is so for those in whose hearts the love of Islam needs to be instilled. So here they say that even reverts, you can give them so they become firm in religion. So they say the new convert to Islam. Regarding this mu'allafati qulubuhum, what do the ulama say? They say Muslims give to the kuffar, so they guide their communities. So the kuffar, to be safe from their badness, you give them. So some kuffar only become affected when you give them money. So this was during the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The ulama, they say after that there was no need. Islam was ghalib, Islam was victorious. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave Safwan bin Umayyah some atiyat. He gave him some when he was kafir. Ulama say the kuffar were never ever given zakat. They were actually given mal ghanimat, not from Baytul Mal. After that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, وَفِي الرِّقَابِ وَالْغَارِمِينَ وَفِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. So here the ulama, they say that this refers to mukatab, slave. So to free the slave. So for example, the master says give this much money and then this slave is free. So this is meant here. And then regarding debt, if you are freeing someone's debt, it shouldn't be for haram. So for example, someone became maqroos, he became in debt because of purchasing alcohol. You can't give him. And then وَفِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ وَابْنِ السَّبِيلِ, this is mentioned. So the mujahid that has no money for weapons, or person who wants to go for Hajj but is poor, or a student of knowledge, you pay for his studies, etc. This is it. Or anyone that wants to do a good deed and can't, he doesn't have the money. So you must make an individual malik, owner of the donation. So we hear this so many times. Can I give my zakat to a madrasa? Or can I give my zakat to a school in Pakistan? Here's the answer. You must make an individual owner of the donations. So it's best to give cash, or else you can give a portion as clothes, furniture. If a relative is poor, give him zakat to get double reward. One for zakat and one for sila rahmi, one for joining ties. And you don't have to tell him it's zakat. You can say it's a gift, atiyat, so he's not humiliated. If someone says I'm worthy of zakat, we don't have to investigate. So brothers will come and they will say that we are eligible of zakat. So we don't have to investigate. Some poor people came to Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, collect funds, give it to them without any tahqiq, without any investigation. We can investigate, getting proof, especially when it comes to gharimeen and fi sabilillah. So those in debt and those that are in Allah's cause. So you can't give zakat to your husband, or your wife, your parents, your children. This way the wealth is staying in the house. If you give wealth to a needy, you give zakat to a needy person, then you find out that, oh, he is kafir, then it's not ada, you have to give again. But on the other hand, if you found out later, you give someone zakat, and you found out later that who you give money to, zakat to, he's rich, then it's done. You don't need to give zakat again. Allah Rabbul Alameen give us the ability to spend in good causes.